I'm all fired up. Fuck Luton.
Why do you want to fuck Luton? Do you want to fuck everyone in Luton? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Have you
Andrew
been to
Tate's
Luton,
from Luton.
What?
Oh, well, there you go.
What do you have in Luton? What was that? What was that?
I said
Andrew
Andrew
Tate.
Tate's from Luton.
Oh, is it? Aren't you his fanboy?
I am, yeah. Free Top G. My guy, Top G.
You don't mind saying that on a podcast?
Well, he says that on a podcast. He's,
That's his podcast.
yeah, but he's also a millionaire, so I'll take... If it makes him a millionaire, it might make me a millionaire.
Oh, wow. And here we are.
Yeah, at Hotspur Way, Season 1, Episode 39. Josh, take it away.
Okay, so we are going through Luton predictions. Going to jump straight in. We've also got Udogie in the squad for Italy. We've then got Arsenal's luck. What with Kane's ankle injury striking yet again. What do we need to improve on most? Bentoncourt's broken toe. The Hotel Monopoly, sponsored by Daniel Levy.
But I do need to stop you there.
Sorry.
You've got your TV on in the background, haven't you?
You said you're going to tell me when to turn it down. I thought you couldn't hear it.
I mean,
What a consummate
There you go.
professional.
yeah.
It's starting now. Well, do you want me to start again?
No, don't start again. I'm not going to edit this.
Oh, okay, fair. Right, it's
So
down now
carry
anyway.
on reading then.
I've only got one more to go
Go
anyway,
on,
before
go
you
on.
rudely interrupted.
Do the one more, the musical cue now.
Do we care about people comparing England to Tottenham and even calling them Spursy?
Lovely. So let's get right into it. Luton predictions. We have Johnny's prediction. He's sorry that he can't be here. We don't actually know where he is. We did.
It's
put
time
out
changes, wasn't it?
Time changing. It's like Twilight Zone. We did put out a missing poster, and someone who has his phone responded to us. I doubt that was Johnny that was responding.
I reckon it was his murderer.
Because it didn't sound like him, did it? Even though it was
No.
just a few words, it wasn't him. Like, he told us he loved us. He's never done that before. So that's a bit iffy.
He told me he loves me.
Everyone tells you they love you, but they want something else. So Luton predictions. He said 4-1, and he didn't say who's going to score. Hannah, we'll go over to you. I mean, we're doing this really like weirdly that we're talking about predictions before we talk about Luton. So Hannah, over to you, mate.
We are. I feel so unprepared.
You know that you say that every week.
Yeah, but then I got cocky with the Villa result, and then we got dicked. And I just don't.
Do you mean the
trust
Fulham
us
result?
to. Eh?
Do you mean Fulham, not Villa? Because we dicked Villa.
Yeah, I got cocky after that, and then we got dicked.
So,
I see.
so
Carry on.
Yeah.
you've just mentioned dicks and cocks.
Yeah, we're not that far in.
In the opening, and far in the opening 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
As you were.
Time.
I thought that's what I was here for. Okay, yeah, I don't really trust us to keep a clean sheet, to be honest. So let's go. Let's go 3-1.
JP?
Luton are very underrated. They've been quite unlucky in all their games, and I feel that bad luck's just going to continue for them. So 2-1 win for Spurs.
And Josh?
I feel kind of silly now for predicting a clean sheet. But I'm still going to go for it. I'm not going to back down. I put 4-0.
Bold.
I fancy a slapping.
I'm going to go with 1-0 to us.
Boo.
Oh, I'm not fucking going then.
It's
There's
funny
gonna
how she unmutes
be a
herself,
penalty
comes
as
on,
well.
says something. It's like I've edited her in, and then she disappears again.
And I disappear, and do you know what I do? I have a little sip of wine, have a little vape,
I'm having my
listen to you lot.
I'm having my early grey, if you must know, and it's lovely.
Early grey.
Yeah, so let's explain this early grey thing. So we were talking about what to talk about on this show, and my phone did two things. I've got an iPhone, and I wrote Bentoncourt, and then autocorrect changed it to Bent Anchor, and then I wrote Earl Grey. I'm gonna have an Earl Grey tea, and it changed it to Early Grey. So we've got
old
two
man
we've
autocorrect.
got two possible episode titles right there: Bent Anchor and Early Grey. Let's talk about Luton for a minute. Now, I think some of the best karma in football is what happened at Watford. Not so long ago, Luton's manager, can someone remind me of his name?
Rob Edwards.
Rob Edwards was...
Sexy beast.
Yeah, he was a sexy beast. He still is a sexy beast. So he was at Watford, and they decided to fire him, even though he didn't have a clean run at anything. And he went down the road to their most hated rivals, Luton, and got them promoted with no money, with no anything really. And I think that's one of the greatest success stories. Also the fact that if you were to look at the 3 promoted teams that came up, let's be honest, we all thought Luton were going to get like whitewashed and destroyed every game, right? I think that they're the ones who have held their heads high, because we've spoken about this before. They're a team, and it takes a lot to actually have a team. So, who knows anything about Luton? Am I on the wrong pod? Am I asking the wrong people?
They have a very trustworthy airport. Radio 1's big weekend is going to be in Luton this year.
It is.
I think they've got the 3rd biggest mosque in the UK.
Do they? I don't know why I sighed then. That's really bad, isn't it?
You're not helping the cause. A little Brexit sigh there.
Yeah.
Damn votes or...
Andrew Tate's from there, but we've done there. Is this the angle you were heading for, James? Was it or?
Yeah, 100%.
Right. If I just go and Google facts about Luton.
Yeah, go on.
Oh my god.
Have a look.
It's such a shithole, man. Do we have to?
It is, isn't it?
Well, the first one that popped up is Radio 1's big weekend. 47 facts about Luton. Right. Are we all sat down?
No, we're not doing that. How are there 47?
I don't know. Luton is a hub for creative innovation, with Luton culture leading the way in promoting arts and culture within the town.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, wow. That's one of the 47.
Well.
So we don't
Luton Carnival is the largest one-day carnival in Europe, attracting over 150,000 visitors every year. There you go.
Wow.
You can go now. Go on, off you pop.
All right, so, Todge, you know a little bit about Luton. You've spoken about their left back or right back or wherever he was. Anyone that we should be worried about?
Yeah, their left back, Alfie Doughty. He's fucking wicked. Bring him in the summer.
Is he a left wing back, or is he a left back? And
wing back. He's got.
And what do we expect from him? I mean, give us something.
Danger, be scared. He's just fucking wicked. He's like, I don't even know. You know, like prime Andy Robertson. I don't even know his name. The Scottish Liverpool
fella.
Him. He's like him. Yeah, really good. Just fucking sick. We should get rid of Ryan No Hamstring Sessegnon and bring him in. And then I don't know if their striker's fit, because he's really good. And then Barkley's on fire. He's having a resurgent little form.
He's always been a good player, though. It's just his hamstrings. His hamstrings went years ago, and that was the problem. He's had to redefine himself.
He went to Chelsea and just destroyed his career, really, didn't he?
Yeah, that happens to most people. It's the graveyard of football, isn't it? I mean, it's. Was that your ankle again, mate? It's the
first, knew as soon as I did it.
Disgusting.
First time in 48 minutes. Just so you all know, I know we're only like 9 minutes in. We have been talking for the last 49 minutes trying to get Hannah's super duper amazing mic to work and not hiss.
But it turns out she's got a shit laptop. You have to chuck coal in it to make it work.
I can go if you'd rather.
No, we want you here.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Speak for yourself.
Guys, what do you think the atmosphere is going to be like?
Well,
you're going, aren't you?
Yes, me and Todd are going.
Are you going to be turning your backs on the 65th minute?
Oh,
you know it.
No.
No. Loud and proud. I'm going to sit down for every goal.
E-ray coded.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to be turning my back at 65 minutes because I have paid to get up there and I've gone to watch the football. So, no, I'm not going to be doing that. I don't really see what message that sends, to be honest.
Could you imagine if we got a penalty on the 65th minute and the whole stadium just turns around?
I know, but isn't it funny that they're not staging like a walkout at 65 minutes? It's just like, turn your back. Now, how long are you turning your back for?
It's so
Yeah, they haven't even put on the poster, have they?
No. So I get wanting to do something, but I don't know. That's
Who was
not
it
it.
did
I'm going
a
to
walkout,
go to
wasn't it?
Levy and ask him to
Was
raise
it
the
Bayern
prices
Munich
more.
who did it away to Arsenal? Was it Bayern Munich? And they all just walked out from the away end, didn't they?
When?
It was years ago. I'm sure it was.
Some like protest for the away ticket prices.
I think so, yeah, because I'm sure it was at Arsenal in their
You know
away
what?
end.
It might have been because I remember there was a big like European clubs hate like the away prices, and that's why we started to cap them.
Do you reckon? I
could
can't
be
think
wrong.
for the life of me who it is. I'm going to have a little Google.
I personally just don't see the point. Like, you've already got your ticket, you're already there, you probably bought food, you might have gone in the shop. You've probably done all of that, haven't you? And then,
Yeah.
That's the
okay, you
thing.
might leave early, but that's not gonna fuss the owner, is it?
No, what's the saying? The horse has bolted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Locking the stable door after the horse is bolted.
Yeah, it's gone. It's long gone. It's on its way to the bank.
Yeah.
In fact, I mean, with credit card processing systems they have at the stadium, the money's in his account. Oh, in Tottenham's account, not his account. I shouldn't say that. Not even allegedly. The money's left your account and it's in Tottenham Hotspur's account. And now you want to damage your... Basically, this is cutting your nose off to spite your face.
Yes.
Because if you really wanted to do damage, you would all agree to not go to the game.
Exactly.
I don't care if I'm hated for saying this. I don't really feel what everyone else feels. In fact, I know that Todge is with me on this one. I'm not going to repeat, and please don't repeat what I said on the WhatsApp group, but I don't agree with... I mean, I'll be honest. I agree with raising the pricing. I mean, there, I've said it. Todge, back me up, mate. I've thrown you in with me.
Same camp. Like it's been good for a while, and it's business. End of the day, just use your brain. Like we're not some little charity little Sunday club relying on fucking 92-year-old Martha to bring the pies in every morning. Like we're a business. We need money, and there's bottom lines to hit. And if you can't accept it, just grow up. Don't go. And don't do one of those shit little turn your back protests after you've already bought about 2 or 3 pints and food from the stadium as well. So, if you're going to do a protest, do it fucking right, end of the day. Vote with your feet. That's the only thing that's going to make an impact, end of the day. Not turning your back after already spending about 120 quid on your day at the stadium.
Could I
All I
say...
can picture is like how awkward it is as well. Like you turn your back in 65 minutes, but no one really knows when to turn back round. So is there just going to be like a slow Mexican wave of people turning back round? Or...
And what if the
I don't think
person
it's even going to
behind
happen.
what if the person behind you doesn't turn around?
Just
Good
basically-
eye contact.
But can you
Right,
imagine? Right, so can you imagine? Let's just play this out, right? So, Hannah, you're on the row behind me, right? So I turn around and I'm now... You haven't turned around. You're looking at me. And I'm just like...
Yeah.
And then you can hear, like, the rest of the fans who haven't turned around, like, something's happening. So I look at you and I go, "Hi, mate, can you just tell me what's happening?"
Yeah, that's it.
What the
You start
fuck
going,
is...
go on, just to wind them up.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Who comes up with this bullshit? Honestly, is there a WhatsApp group or a Telegram group that I don't know about? That you all is there like is it the supporters trust who are let's put it nicely fucked? Is it them who come up with this stuff? No, we invited them on the show. This was way before any of you joined, right? And they were going to come on, and the reason why I invited them on the show was when they were going to do the second protest. And I spoke to Anthula. I'm calling you out, Anthula. I spoke to Anthula.
Anthula? I was about to say her surname then.
I don't mind. You can. I've forgotten it. That's why I'm not saying it.
Oh, Achilles.
Right. Okay. Anthula Achilles. Right. And I called her out. And the reason why, and I said to Anthula, Darling, please do not do a second protest. Things are going well. You're going to look bad. Please don't do it. No. And Jaymes, and then she got upset. Jaymes, I don't have time to come on your show. It's like, fine, whatever. I'm giving you advice, darling, because you seem to be like steering so far away from the previous supporters trust management. Kat and Martin did such a great job, and I don't know what the hell you guys are doing, just follow in their stead, and they didn't. I'm not saying that they came up with this protest, but turn your back on 65 minutes. Why? Why would you do that? Why don't you turn your back on going to the ground if you're going to do something? But you know what? Most people know that no one would do that, right? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
As long as he gets his gate receipts, it makes no difference to him, does it?
No, let's be honest. It does. It does make a difference because Daniel Levy is a human being, he's a businessman, and I'm pretty sure that when there's discontent, he doesn't like it. I don't believe, like a lot of fans believe, that he did what he did because he enjoys it with some sort of narcissist. He's not. I don't know. I've never met him, but there's people that I do know who have worked with him and work with him on a daily basis. He loves Spurs. He wants the best for Spurs. He just does things in his way, and he doesn't quite get it all the time, right? Just think of Rain Man running Spurs. That's all I can say about things like that, right? He doesn't quite get it, and he got quite upset about the whole concessions thing because he doesn't quite understand. This is someone with a 2.1 in business, land economy. He doesn't quite understand why most people don't get how each part of the £1.2 billion stadium has various costs, and those costs need to be met. That's his problem, that he doesn't get that the everyday man doesn't understand that. And the argument, yeah, but the club can afford 2.3 million. Yes, of course it can. We've spoken about this before. I'm not going to go over all ground. Listen to the last episode. Listen to season 1, episode 38. Right? The point is, he doesn't quite get that. Okay, fair enough. He made a boo-boo. It was the PR thing around it was terrible. We're supposed to be talking about Luton, but anyway, this is more fun. And he didn't get it. It is what it is. Why the fuck are you turning your back on 65 minutes? You're turning your back. And that's one more thing, Hannah, before you come in.
No, that's right.
Think about what you're doing. You call yourself a fucking supporter, and you are turning your fucking back to the guys who wear our shirt. That's what you're doing. You're not all facing or chanting at the director's box, which is what you should do. That's a much better thing to do. Come up with a fucking song, and all of you on 65 minutes point, salute, or whatever you want to do at the director's box. You're turning your back on your team. Think about that for a minute. And then you tell me if it's a good idea. Go on, Hannah.
I was going to say, I'd like to see like a Venn diagram of the people who were complaining about the lack of atmosphere and blaming the tourist fans, and then the people that are on board with turning their backs on 65 minutes.
The problem with that is the people who, if you showed it to them, if there was such a diagram, they wouldn't understand it anyway.
2 fucking circles, mate.
It's 2 circles too many.
I get it. Right. So on one hand, I kind of get the feeling of wanting to do something, right? But you are right. It's what the fuck is that going to do? I don't know. I think it's just people being able to say they've done something. And I do wonder, like going back to the last episode, if social media wasn't a thing, wasn't so heavily involved in football, would this be a thing? Is it just so people can say I was part of that?
It's all social media. It's performative activism. End of the day, it's like on Twitter when you see people with a certain flag in their name because they're like, "Oh, look at me! I support this country in hard times." What else do? You just sit in your room and fucking rot all day, tweeting you're a real fucking activist.
The thing that makes me laugh about
brilliant
that
job.
Is, how many of them do you reckon could point at a particular country on the map? Do they know where it even is before they start supporting it? But we're getting off topic now. We're getting political. So
yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't. Me and James are going. I don't know about you, mate, but I will not be turning my back because I made the fucking effort to go in the first place. Unlike a lot of these people. So,
but it's not even about that, darling. You support. I
Yeah.
mean, was it the players who sat round and said, "Guys, listen. I think Like Daniel Levy, he sent us a WhatsApp message. You see it, Romero? Can you read it out? And it's like, well, I don't know where my phone is. Right, Sonny, can you read it out, mate? Yeah, I'll read it out. We've got a choice here. Can we deduct the concessions from the old guys? What's concessions? I don't know. Yeah, let's do that. And so you are blaming the players? Is that what you're doing? Really? You think that's a right thing to do? I would love to know who the fuck comes up with these things, and I want you to come on the show. And you tell me that hopefully you've had a list of other like alternatives and you chose this one. I would like to know why you chose this one. This one where you're actually turning your backs on the players. Because the only people who would come up with something like this? Arsenal fans. Like if I was to infiltrate their fan base, this is what kind of thing I would say to them. Start hurling abuse at your players and don't support them. Anyway, I think we've done it to this. I do have a question for you, Josh.
Oh.
Why, on the running order, did you think it was important to say that Udogi in squad for Italy? I mean, there's a few words missing in that sentence.
No, yeah, I didn't realise that once I started reading it, but I didn't pre-read first, so I ended up saying it wrong anyway.
Oh,
but
so what were you trying to say then?
Basically, obviously, the first game he was in the squad, etc., la-di-da-di-da-di-da. Then the second game he was nowhere to be seen, so some people were like, oh, is he injured? Da-di-da-di-da-di, but it's fine. So we don't even Amy. We don't even have to cover it because he was in training today, so we could basically just avoid that question altogether. What we could do is, instead of that, talk about how everyone's kicking off that Romero wants to play at the Olympics. But at the same time, we all kicked off that Ben White decided not to play for England. So what way do you want it? Do you want your players to play for their countries or not? Do you know what I mean?
What's the problem if he plays in the Olympics?
Oh,
It's
The Argy agenda.
Does it also, it stops 3 days before the league starts or something?
Yeah, because he wants to do Copa America as well. And basically, fans are worried he's just going to get tired. But then they'll moan when we sign other players.
Yeah.
It's like,
for that
pick
exact
your
reason.
Exactly. And it's just like, you want your players to have all this big hype and that winning these trophies. Let them fucking play. And I think you touched on it earlier in the group, Josh, saying it's a lot bigger playing for your national team in South America. There's a bit more of a culture to it.
They love it. I'm pretty sure in South America it's bigger to play for your national national side than it is your club side. But that's just the way it's always been. Especially Argentina, they love it. It's all about international glory for them because obviously the whole legacy that Maradona, Messi, etc. have left behind. They just want to be part of that.
Well, it must be that, or we're all being punked, right? Because it must be that to them they. England are playing right now as we're recording. I don't give... what's the score, mate? Josh, you've got it on the background.
2-1 Belgium still.
Who the fuck cares? I don't care. Your ankle doesn't care. It just snapped. No one cares. Okay, who cares? But you know what? To some people playing for their country, maybe, the way that they've been brought up and their society and their community, it means so much more to them. Do you know what I mean? For instance, let's just view this as another angle. In South America, religion is massive. Now, if I was to ask all of you if you believe in God, I think I know the answer. It's probably the same as mine. No, and then I could start reeling off a whole atheist series of questions which prove that it doesn't exist. You can't really say that to people who their whole life have really believed in it, and this entire culture and society is built around that. And so, we can say whatever we want, and we can throw real logic and facts at it. For instance, you sure, God, this and that, you sure? I mean, photosynthesis. I can't even say it.
Photosynthesis.
Yeah. So, for instance, the Bible says that I don't know. He created plants and then light. Are you sure about this? Yeah. And then you say, yeah, but Romero, are you sure you want to go to the Olympics, even though it means that you're not going to have a pre-season with Spurs? Hell yeah. Yeah, I do. I understand all the logic behind it. I do. But you know what? I need to do this. And look, if it was up to me, I would say no. We pay your wages and blah, blah, blah. And I support Brexit and Farage. But you know what? It's not up to me. And so it is what it is. And there's nothing we can really say or do about it. Us just moaning on Twitter isn't going to make him go, oh, you know what? There's a lot of people in there. And a 16-year-old has even started a poll. maybe I should reconsider my actions and not do this. You know, it's just it ain't gonna happen.
God, the purple and gold crowd are getting on to me here. Fuck.
It's just the main thing. It was just like, it's the same people that are saying, like, I can't believe he wants to go and play for his country. And then they were the same people that said, I can't believe Ben White doesn't want to play for his country. Like, where do you draw the line? Like, just because you can't have it both ways, just because one of them plays for Arsenal, one plays for Tottenham. Like, you got to have the same view both ways, regardless. You can't
I know, but you're talking about lines, geometry. These people, they don't understand that. They don't. Let's be honest. They don't. Right, let's move on to the third point. We've got loads of points to cover in this non-eventful Spurs pod, because we haven't played a game. What's the third?
I didn't know what to do myself.
Oh, we've got some questions.
I did have a couple come through.
Oh, do you want to read them out then?
Don't know if I do, looking at them.
It's one from George.
Please,
I don't know where George has gone.
George, mate, what are you doing?
He's a fucking traitor, honestly. But we do have one that is George-esque, but we'll get to that one. The first one is, which player in the Spurs squad would look best with an enormous beard long enough to tuck into his shorts?
Ooh.
It has to go to the player who doesn't have any facial hair, right?
Do you reckon?
Just so I could see it.
Son.
Yeah.
Son would look weird with a beard.
You look like one of those like wisdom people.
Wisdom people? You mean a wizard?
No, what are they called? No, what are the ones in?
Or like a monk.
Yes, yeah, like the ones in Asia. They're not called.
Wisdom people.
A Buddha? No, not a Buddha. What am I saying?
That's even worse.
Oh, you're also fucking racist. You just called son a Buddha.
No, he said in Asia. That's why I said it. It's context. I don't know what's going on, mate. I'll be honest with you. I think I need to start taking tablets again.
What about Porro?
He would look sexy though, I think.
I think it'd be funny seeing Brian Hill with a massive beard, because he'll look like an 8-year-old with a fake beard.
He's also got that terrible Barnet as well.
That's the thing. It'd be like a proper 2008 throwback.
I really don't know. But I can't picture any of it. Long enough to tuck into your shorts.
1 minute. I am going to go to the website. I'm clicking on men.
I wonder how old it'd make Oliver Skip look. Or would it actually make him look younger?
What a bird.
So he already looks about 40.
Oh yeah, he's ambiguous in that way. He looks like a toddler, but he also looks like a pensioner.
But then isn't that a thing with all toddlers though? They all look like some like borderline racist van driver.
They do look like drunk old men.
Yeah. Like Josh.
You know who I would love it. There's a few here actually. One of them, like, if I was to say to you that Ben Davies has been with us for nearly 10 years, you'd like be shocked, right? Or maybe not. Imagine him with
testimonial.
Imagine him with a fuck off beard that he had to tuck into his shorts. Then we would all go, yeah, he's been here forever. I mean, him or I'm looking at the players now.
I've got one.
Go on then.
Draghi Sheen would look great.
He's already got one.
But to tuck into his shorts.
Yeah, but if he had every.
Just the question.
Yeah, but if it was that long, what he should do is he should wrap it round and tuck it into his top knot.
Well, he would genuinely look
mate.
like
he could strangle strikers. Imagine.
He'd look like Rasputin if he had that beard.
But I think he does. I'm looking at him now. You don't think he does?
Yeah, I do.
In the picture on the site, he does. He looks a bit.
Other than that, I'm struggling.
Richarlison would look really weird. He would look homeless.
He'd bleach it.
He would.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Brazilians don't suit beards.
No.
Like full beards.
No, I'm trying to think of a Brazilian with a beard. I can't think of any of them.
That's it. It
No.
doesn't register in my head. Like some of them have like a little goatee type thing.
Yeah, like Douglas Luiz
Yeah.
does. I mean, even like old school Brazilians.
That's the thing.
Oh,
like,
what Wagner Love? He had a beard.
Oh, what a Barnet as well.
Do you remember what a player he was?
Just the name alone, like that's a street's name.
It is. He was like a FIFA classic as well. He was so good on FIFA.
He was iconic.
Those blue dreads.
Yes. Oh, the dreads. Majestic. We're
Sorry,
getting a little nostalgia trip right now.
Yeah, I could do this for hours just to mention old players.
Random Ultimate Team icons.
Yeah. Like, who are those three, was it Roma players?
Oh, there's Barbo, Javinho,
And, what's
someone
his face?
else.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Oh, Christ.
This is
Dumbia.
fascinating.
This is like the
Dumbia,
group chat.
yeah.
This is like the group chat. I'm not even going to ask ChatGPT what you guys are talking about.
Victor Barbo.
This is the most
was the one
civilised
there.
me and Josh have been.
That's
there's,
true.
And there's Di Natale.
Oh,
Why has this become
mate.
Roma Way? Why?
I don't know, but at least they're not talking about tits.
That would be better. I could get involved.
I say Jess is at the stadium on Saturday.
I could
I'm
not
so
get
excited.
involved.
No.
What,
Yeah, she's going to be there.
You would
yeah,
like
she's going to be
to.
there
Yeah,
on
she's
Saturday.
DJing.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
You just keep missing out, Josh.
I'll say
Okay.
hi for you.
You won't, you'll cry. as
From
soon as
the
you-
fuck, where?
When everyone turns their back, that's the prime moment.
She'd be like, that's a real man.
The one
Yeah.
guy that
See
hasn't
you.
turned his back.
But what if she turns her back?
Imagine.
She'll be the only one who does when I approach her. Like, no, throw these cards off.
So Arsenal's luck. Kane's ankle strikes again. Good old biscuit tins. Although he's back at Bayern, isn't he? He's light training with them.
Yeah, they've got steroid recovery teams.
Yeah, he might make, if he doesn't, might be on the bench for the first game, or he will make the second leg, won't he?
Yeah, I hope so.
Did any of you feel a bit weird seeing him on the England bench?
You know what? It's weird. I never actually felt much of like a connection to Harry Kane
Yeah.
as other players. Like, I never got like the big obsession with him.
I think, is
Like,
it because
I
he's
don't know.
quite a boring guy? Like,
Maybe,
Yeah,
but it's
he's
like
not emotive in any way.
no, like
That's
when
the thing,
Bale
like,
left, I was heartbroken. And when Sonny eventually leaves, I'll be heartbroken. But with Kane, I remember I was at work when it all got announced and I just sort of didn't care.
yeah, that's the thing. I was not asked in the slightest. I'm like, okay.
Like, our greatest ever goal scorer is just gone and just didn't care about it.
But that's the thing. Like, God, I was more upset. Like, Ndombele hasn't worked out. Like, I'll be honest.
It's just because it was
Not
dangled
fussed
in front
about
of us for so long that he might go. I think we all just came to terms with it, and then it was such an anticlimax, wasn't it, when he did?
To be fair, everyone's been trying to sell him away from us since
Exactly.
he first started scoring, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We were numb to the
Not
pain
much
before it
emotion.
even happened.
Yeah.
So I've got to say this. Panny, who wants to be on the pod and who leaves all these lovely questions, he didn't leave a question this time, but he did say to me today that the Arsenal game's going to be rearranged. And I said, really? He goes, yeah, mention that on the pod.
What, our one?
Yeah.
Our pod, yeah.
No, our game.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
apparently.
I don't think he cares about any Arsenal playing or anyone else. Yeah, our game against them has been
Yeah.
rearranged, apparently. Is that true? Has it?
It's
Yeah,
it's kind
moved
of
a
been
day.
rearranged, but it could be changed again.
You understand
So
how
it's
much of a
been-
problem this is?
You don't understand?
No, do you understand how much of a problem this is?
It's brilliant. People might not be able to go.
I'll read out this fixture. I'll read out this fixture list that's happening in April.
Yeah, it's a joke.
So we have postponed already us against City. The Chelsea game could be postponed.
Oh, fuck. That's got to go back in, yeah.
Well, the Chelsea game has to go in somewhere. Sorry, it's not postponed. That has to go in somewhere.
He already has been postponed.
Yeah, and we've got. Well, no, it still might be postponed. Like the reason why they're delaying it so much, I'm guessing. I haven't read this anyway. I'm guessing it's because they're waiting for Chelsea to go out the FA Cup, but they're still in it. And so we've got that game, which we have no idea when that's going to be put in. Remember, in May we've got 4 games, so 4th, 11th, 19th, and 22nd. That's when the season finishes. April we've got 5 games. I don't know when they're going to put in the Chelsea game. And then if the Arsenal game is postponed as well, when do you fit it in? Like, it would be ideal if we could fit in, like, I really hope, like, May the 4th, right, which is Star Wars Day. I really hope they don't then go and put, like, a few days later, like, between the 4th and the 11th, so between us playing Liverpool away and then Burnley at home, they don't go and put Chelsea or Arsenal. You know, it'd be nice if they were in
Hasn't
between.
the City game been made our penultimate game of the season? Oh, by the way, Madison's getting ready to come on. But I'm sure the City game is now our penultimate game.
No. Well, according to the website, and they normally get this stuff done straight away.
Oh, well, unless it's got the
It's
potential
still
to be moved
Burnley or
there.
Sheffield, isn't it?
Because because I've seen people talking about it being moved to that game week, and people are saying like we could potentially have the game to stop Arsenal winning the league, and we'll just literally just let City just walk 5 goals past us, just so that Arsenal don't win the league.
I'd be down for that.
I can't.
I'd cause a pitch invasion to get that game cancelled.
You just turn your back, mate. I couldn't do that. I don't know. No, we got to win every game. Like, fuck everyone else. You know, we've had what 37 games to try and change that fortune. Now we're going to throw one. No, it's not for me.
All right, sorry.
All right, yeah, good. Glad you apologised.
Dad has spoken.
On to the naughty
You
step
make me feel
again.
so old. Yeah,
Sorry, Daddy.
Good.
that's better.
Mm.
Pappy is better if you want to say that.
Happy. Oh.
Yeah.
Is everyone alright? Yeah?
You've just broken, James.
I'll be back in.
just fainted.
I'll be back in 6 minutes. Can you?
It's getting shorter. It was 32 minutes.
Yeah, but this is live on the pod. Anyway, wife's gone to bed. What?
She would have heard that though. She'd be on her way downstairs.
She likes me, don't ruin it.
So, look, we're not going to talk about Arsenal anymore. Enough with them. We've got bent ankles, broken toe. Did you not hear about this?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's been playing with a broken toe.
It's his pinky toe though, isn't it? It's not like his big
Yeah.
toe.
Okay,
So
so
apparently you break it like tens of times, like
Yeah.
during your
Yeah.
lifetime.
but mate, you've worn football boots, the new ones, right? When I say new ones, I mean ever since you were alive, you've had the new ones. So
Yeah.
they're really like tight and they're really thin. And put it this way, I'll ask Hannah this question. Hannah, when you've had your toenails done and or need them done because I don't know something's gone wrong, doesn't it hurt when you wear shoes?
What, when I get a pedicure?
No,
Does it hurt when I wear shoes?
before. Yeah.
Are you asking me, do I grow my toenails to a point where it hurts?
Let's just pretend I am.
Is
He's
that what you're
asking how
asking
long
me?
they are to get the clip-ins.
Fuck me, we've gone downhill, mate.
So fucking disgusting.
Is this what our...
So, for all you
Is this
guys
the
who
kind
have
of
foot
content?
fetishes out there,
Oh god.
normally you'd have to pay for this information. I'm going
You
to be
can
honest,
pay for Hannah's clippings, by the way, if anyone's interested.
my toes are always done. So I can't answer that question, but I can say that I actually have a broken metatarsal and I still went on point in ballet, so I don't know what he's moaning about.
All right, point done. Let's move over to
There you go.
Let's move over to hotels. Why is
Trivago.
My second favourite topic.
why has everyone got their knickers in a twist over the hotels?
Hannah normally has them in a twist in a hotel.
I saw that some people...
I don't think she wears them in a hotel. Sorry, Hannah.
I'll report back. Some people were angry that we might be spending the transfer budget.
But
On
this has literally
this.
been a thing
Yeah,
since
this
the
is what I
stadium
mean.
plans first came out.
So I'm
I'm-
not really sure, actually.
So just to put some things into perspective. Torch, how old are you?
23, mate.
23.
Blech.
When you were 9 years old, the club announced the hotels.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
Yep. So I
I don't
don't
even like football then.
You don't even remember our last cup win, do you?
No, I wasn't into football then.
No.
Oh my god.
Wow.
You've never seen Spurs win.
Yeah, never.
I only remember 91 Although I have to admit that the 3-1 win against Arsenal, where Gazza scored that free kick, was better than the cup final. But I remember that 99 and 2008. That's all I remember. And I've been
So you
around.
don't remember 2008?
That's what I just.
James.
Oh, who, me or the other one?
No, other James.
No, because I wasn't into football then. Like, I've seen like the game and everything. I've been and like watched it.
Check punching the ball into Woodgate's nose.
Iconic.
Primetime television.
Baby.
The best thing about that is the ref blew the final whistle just as Solomon Kalou hit the post. Or was it Malouda? It was one of them.
Malouda.
One of them hit the post and then he blew the whistle. And then Jose was raging.
Not Jose. Avram
Was it
Grant.
not Jose?
No.
Was that
Yeah, Grant.
Was it Avram Grant? Was it?
Come on, mate.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
He wasn't even alive.
I was still a little spunk, mate.
The point is, though, that these hotels have been. I mean, the club announced them years ago, and like when the whole Stratford thing happened, there were people even saying, "Well, where are you going to build your hotels?" You know, that was a thing. So I don't get why people are. Basically, I think this is 16-year-olds who weren't around when the club even announced the hotels the first time around.
Yeah,
I think it's the other way. I think it's the older gen. I think it's the same, like, turn your back at 65 lot. It's them again.
It's because
they
they wanted the discount in 2 years. It's either that or they just it's the it's probably the same guys who say, "Oh, just kick it out. Why are you playing around your penalty?" It's probably those. It's probably those.
Put it in the goal.
Yeah, just up there, up the other end. Kick it out. If in doubt, fuck off. Why am I doing that even?
They
why
call
am I even doing that
Kulusevski
voice?
Konchesky.
The ones that spell Ericsson with Ericsson or something.
Sony.
What, like Sony Ericsson? Yeah.
I don't.
It's
I
just
mean,
selective outrage.
yeah, and this is to benefit the club. I bet they're probably thinking, "Oh, look, he's gonna like cash in again." What? No, that's not the way it works. He's proven that that's not the way it works. And when he finally releases financial statements, hopefully he hasn't, has he? I haven't just made a.
I don't think he has.
No, no,
no.
He hasn't. I'm sure he hasn't. I would have heard it. No. Anyone?
Yeah, I'm with you, James.
So you'd have been straight there with the lube ready to go.
Yeah. Well, the accountant would have. She's been waiting for ages. I even sent it to London recently to protest. She got as far as Oxford Street. And that was it.
And then she went shopping.
Yeah, she went shopping. So it's more revenue, and it's the regeneration of the area as well, which is nice. It needs it. I remember the Broadwater Farm riots. That's how old I am, and that wasn't nice. In fact, I remember the 2011 riots. Do you remember that when one of the games got postponed at the beginning of the season? That was really annoying.
Oh yeah, that was Tottenham Everton, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that was it's one of them. It was maybe not so much now. One of the most deprived areas in all of the UK. And what we're doing is a good thing, and it's a good thing because it will bring more pound notes into our club, right? Mm-hmm. And so that's that. And again, if you've got an issue with it, and it's a real issue, other than just saying, "Well, Levy's going to like down all the money." Now, if you actually got a real like argument to make, come on the show and tell us. We might hear something we don't know about, and that's all right.
Yeah.
Do we have any more questions?
We do have one.
Go on then.
And even though I know this question is actually directed at me, I think I've made my feelings clear on this. So I think I'm going to share this out to you guys. Sorry, right. You can have Jaymes Maddison inside of you, but you've got to let him stick a battered sausage just out the fryer up your arse, yes or no? Out the fryer, you sadist.
That's brutal. So that's going to start like frying your sphincter as well.
And you're still going to have bits of fat on there as well.
This
That
is
oil's
it.
still going to be on there.
And I would
Cool.
I would like the opportunity to go again with Jaymes Maddison, and I feel like I'd be ruining my chances if I just singed everything and cauterised it all.
Sealed everything with heat.
Yeah.
Who needs a husband stitch? You can have a husband seal.
Literally. So, yeah,
That's
I
a
think-
tough one.
the fact that that's a tough question for us just says a hell of a lot, I think.
But it's not a tough question for us because.
Can I have a Savloy instead?
1 minute. Can you just read it again?
I can.
Read it again, and let's point out the loopholes if you're asking this to men.
Okay.
Go on.
You can have Jaymes Maddison inside of you, but you've got to let him stick a battered sausage just out of the fryer up your arse. Yes or no?
So this is the problem. You can't ask this to men unless they've just undergone a procedure.
Well, I think the inside of you could be your bum, but
It could be male.
is he saying before or after? Is the sausage going in before or after?
I thought it was before. I was
you
gonna
thought
say,
it was
how
It
could
was
that?
meant to be like a bit of a spit roast. Jaymes Maddison at the front, the sausage at the back.
Oh,
Or was he pushing the sausage further?
oh Josh!
Yes.
Yeah.
You've just
Well,
revealed
that bit-
so much about yourself.
What if it's DP?
Christ.
Maddison sausage.
What if he uses it as a
Well-
baton?
Like a fucking relay.
Just proper sends it, just whacks you around the chops with it.
So it's a yes or no.
It's a no
Answer.
for me. No, not.
You know what?
James Madison doesn't do it for me
That'd be-
anyway. Let alone sticking a saddle up me.
Does he not do it for you?
I'm my Jaxie. No, not really. No.
Who would you let do that to you?
Jess, even though there's
What?
it's a close.
Whoa.
No. Wait. Oh, I better
Just
not
missed
say
an
what-
open goal
I'm
there,
so
but yeah, go on.
I'm so fucking happy I stuck myself. Move on. Move on. I'm so happy.
No.
I stuck myself
These
before I
words are
said
said.
Do go on.
No, they weren't. Thank
These are out there on the
fucking God
internet
for
now for everyone to hear.
We got him.
The things that
you
have
know-
been said about me on this, you
You know,
better own that shit.
I could just edit this. I'm not going to. No, just neither.
No,
Neither.
not a bit of you.
No, not really.
Okay.
I need something to liven up the Hinge profile, so I'll take one for the team.
Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to say yes, aren't I? I have to back myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Go on.
Really? Wow.
It's Jaymes Maddison. Listen.
I don't see the appeal. I'll be honest with you.
Oh,
I think it's a
that.
bit scrawl. Look, I love his personality, but he's just a bit scrawny. He's just a bit. He's a
So
bit.
you want to be dominated? That's
Yeah,
what you want.
100%.
Romero.
He was a bear.
Drag us in. Right, James, pretend it's drag us in on
Oh,
the other
all
end.
day. He could stick a
Or
fried.
Ange.
He could stick a deep fried Mars bar up there too while he's at it. Yeah, but if it's Madison, no, it's not.
Oh, I
But
just
if
love
it's
him.
but as you like it like that, James, it's going to be Dragosin, and it's not going to be a little Savloy.
Gentle.
It's
He
going to
could-
be
you know
it'll be a
that-
proper deli meat sausage.
That's fine. You know the long beard that he's developed that we've given him. He can stick that up there as well. You
And he's
know,
going to choke
Bulk-
you with his beard.
Vulcan force.
all of it.
Nice.
Yeah, just go up in there. Just
Nice.
call the mafia. Put them up there too. Disappear. Go off for like
You
3
better get
days.
practicing.
Yeah, but not Madison. He's just like, can I be honest with you, darling? This is the truth. Every time I see him play,
Yes.
I do say, what does she see in him? I do think that.
No, you
I
don't.
do. I
He's
do.
not the prettiest.
I do think that because especially now with his new like public schoolboy hairstyle, I just think, what does she see?
Public
in him?
schoolboy.
Public
Yeah.
schoolboy.
Yeah,
He's got a mullet, mate.
no, not he hasn't. Like Hannah, you could do so much better,
I love a mullet.
but you could do so much better, and that's
Do
why.
you want to
that's-
tell everyone else that?
Hannah, you could do
I
so
don't
much
know.
better. No, you could. And honestly, that's what I think. Like, I'm not watching him now. He's just come on, apparently. Are England still winning?
They weren't winning ever.
Who are losing?
Right, so they were
We
losing.
weren't winning.
Which moves us to the next point. Last week, after the Brazil loss, I put on TalkSport, and you had Jermaine Pennant calling England Spursy, and then Jason Cundy saying, yeah, they are a bit Spursy. You know, they wear white. We'll talk about the kit in a minute, Hannah. They wear white. They don't win anything. They've been to finals, blah, blah, blah. Listen, if you're going to call us Spursy, please don't, first of all. If you are, that's for us. You know, it's not for England. It's not for anyone else. It's ours. You know, we need to reclaim that word. Oh, I fucking hate it.
That's what I find annoying about it. We
That's
came up
arse,
with the word, started calling it, and now everyone else is taking it and using it as an insult against us. Like, we never came up with it in the first place.
I bet it was the people who said, you know, just turn around on 65 minutes. I bet they come up with Spursy. You know, that's their intelligence appeal. I hate the word Spursy. I always have done. Like, as much as your ankle snapped, you know what I mean? That's how much I detest it. And I can't even edit the ankle snaps out because they happen while we're talking, and I don't have the patience to go through each, you know, bite and try and do it. And that's how much I hate the word Spursy, you know? And it's just one of those things that we live with, like your ankle snap. And if you are listening to this, we apologise profusely on behalf of Josh and his ankles, but it is what it is. Joss Stone, that's what I'm going to call you. Joss in your ankles, and, you know, I'm sorry, but that Spursy thing really does roll me. Does it bother you guys?
Yeah, that's fair.
No.
I mean...
It doesn't bother me when it comes from us.
Yeah.
But when
like
it's like a catchy phrase...
It's like when we say Dr. Tottenham will see you now. Like,
yeah.
I don't...
It's like self-deprecating. I don't mind that.
But you know, as soon as like a Chelsea fan goes, oh, look, it's Dr. Tottenham, you think, oh, here we go. Like,
yeah.
Shut up.
It's just lazy.
I think it depends on the context it's used as well. It's like when they say like the 15-16 season was Spursy, when apparently we lost the league even though we were the top for about 3 minutes during the London derby. And they say, oh, that's so Spursy, they bought it. Well, what did we do Spursy? Yeah, second place. Sure, we fucked that one. But not the league. It's just everyone just exaggerates it. That's the issue I have with it.
With that one as well. Arsenal were top at Christmas that season as well.
Yeah.
And have escaped all... Yeah, but they...
Yeah.
Well...
Revisionism is amazing. Yeah,
no, you didn't hear about it for last season either. Even all the pundits like, no, Arsenal never bottled it before. They've never been in that position before. They haven't bottled it. It's a learning curve for them. But then when Tottenham are top for like 5 minutes, we bottled it. So I suppose our ceiling's higher than theirs, isn't it? I mean, their floor is our ceiling, whatever it is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So before we go,
I don't know.
Right, before we go and ask this question, then you can hand it over to you for the last bit. Why are we hated so much? I'll give you some context, and I'll create more of a leading question. Right, so I'm good at that. Thank you, Ricky Sachs, for the advice. Right, why are we hated so much? Seeing as we haven't won anything in Todge's football viewing career, and we haven't really. What's the reason why we hate it so much?
And why did Newcastle escape it all as well?
Yeah,
Newcastle, Villa.
My dad hasn't
Everton.
seen Newcastle win anything.
Well,
I think they all get it, and it's all in like they say, "Oh, Spurs on a Big Six club, give it to fucking Notts County." And it's like, get in the bin, like. Who the fuck are they? Like, it's not about like who's won the most. Generally, well, it's part of it, but like, you got to think about fans and that as well. And it's like Everton have built a new stadium, and it's not even like 60k. Like, what's been the point of it? It's barely.
It's quite basic looking as well.
It's pretty shit, isn't it?
It's for bus stands, isn't it? Really, if you look at it.
Yeah, it's very council, which is very apt for Liverpool.
So answer the question, guys. Can you? Why is Tottenham Hotspur hated so much? Some people, I'll just give you this answer. Some people claim that it's we don't have enough people high up in the media. I don't buy that. But you think it is? You think that's what it is?
I think it is one of those ones like we're not a popular club with like the current sort of media like gross demographic. Like, you think about it, like every big club has got like quite a young sort of fan base following, where Spurs don't really have that as much. I mean, City pay for a fair amount of their fans and put tickets on for eBay, buy 5 get 1 free. But again, we don't have any big presences. Like, we've not got like an Ian Wright, we've not got like a Roy Keane, even going on to influencers and that culture. There's no real big Spurs fan influencers. Like, you've got expressions, but he's not on the same level as I'm trying to think, like a DT or Troops on the Arsenal side of things, you know.
Thank God for that,
We've not
mate.
got that. Kind
Well,
of
yeah, that's not a bad thing.
No, that's what I was saying. Just like on a size and profile scale,
Sure.
we've not got anything like that. Like we're not a popular media club. That means we're not going to appeal to young demographics, and so all the clubs that do have the young fans that do get involved in that sort of like banter side of Spursy, Spurs win nothing. That's all like the younger fan base, besides a few cringe adults who need to touch grass and see women in real life. Yeah, that's it really. I think it is probably the big reason why we've got no one like propping our players. It's like Sarr hasn't been nominated for Young Player of the Year. I mean, he should be.
But he's literally like 10 times the player. Well, is it Mainu is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't get me wrong, Mainu's very, very good, and he deserves.
Oh
to be up
yeah. I'm
there,
not saying he's rubbish, of course not.
Yeah. The fact
But
Sarr isn't there.
yeah, we have no juice, do we?
There's no aura,
That's it. Yeah.
as the kids say.
So can I let you into a little secret before we go over to Hannah's corner?
By the way, before we do go to Hannah, I have received a question from our friend George.
Yes.
Yes, George, come through.
Bearing in mind, he has said we might have to go on to Urban Dictionary for this, and I have done it. I have seen what the word means, and it is grim.
Personally, I want him to send it as a voice note. That's what I would love.
It's not as a voice note, I'm afraid.
Oh.
But he has asked 2 questions.
Whoa. Can you ask him to send it as a voice note while James lets us into what he was going to say?
Okay, hang on. Okay, you carry on. And if not, if he doesn't send it in time, I'll just read it.
Okay, that's fine.
I love the fact that we are hated. I think it's the most disruptive thing that can happen in football. I think that's why football fandom started, why it exists today, and it's so healthy for everyone to hate us. We are living, what's the term that the kids use? Rent-free in all their heads? Yep. We are, and it's fantastic. Not only are we living rent-free, but with these high interest rates, we're getting a shit ton of interest from it. And I absolutely love it. And you know what I'd love even more? And I wish we'd done it in 2019, if we can win the big one, the big Champions League. If we can get in there, and everyone at the beginning of this thing goes, oh, why is Spurs in the Champions League? They're never going to win it. And then we do. That's it. We've clocked it. By the way, clocking, I don't know if you know what that is, right? We've won the game. They can't say anything. They can't do anything. It's done. It's finished. What, are you going to say, oh, why don't you win it again then? Don't need to. We've done it. What have you done? Chelsea fans, yeah, but we've done it. No, you've bought it twice. When have you won it?
Oh, Christ.
What was that?
That was my phone. I was literally just flicking through things and the video just started playing.
Did you ask George if he can...
I have asked him, yes. I am awaiting
So Hannah
response.
asked.
She'll send you some clippings.
That is disgusting, by the way.
No, they're always done. There's no real clippings to send. I'm sorry. I am quite
I
well
have
put
said
together.
Hannah has asked for it to be voice noted.
Yeah, I like George's voice.
It was a very good addition last week.
Yeah,
It was fun.
He should be on next week.
Yeah.
George,
Oh,
you're
yes.
on next week, mate. Right?
That means he can't ask a question.
Yeah, of course he can. He can come
No,
on.
what if he records one? Yeah.
No, what do you mean? He'll come on and he'll ask the fucking question. What do you mean?
Ask it
Am I missing
live.
something?
No, it'd be funny if he like pre-recorded it and then say, I've got a question from George, and then plays the voice note.
There's no end to that man's talents. I'm with you, James, by the way. I love that we're hated.
Yeah.
Like, I am the
disgusting.
only Spurs fan at work.
Bellingham's just scored, by the way. And it was an assist from guess who?
Was it Madders?
It was Madison.
Oh, he got booked as well. That's brilliant.
I don't like the fact that Madders is playing, though. I'd rather he wasn't playing at all.
So while
He never
George gets
played
back
for
to us, can you tell us, Hannah,
Yeah.
you're the only Spurs fan at work, and
And I do love it. Like, I do find that it is the younger lot that run with the, oh, you've got no trophies, oh, your trophy cabinet's empty. Like, it's not, firstly. But then when you turn around and say, how many trophies you won, they genuinely don't know.
yeah, they don't.
So
do
it's
that.
like, it's just this like weird catch-all phrase that they use. And they think that, I don't know what they think is going to happen when they say it to me, like I'm going to combust or something. But when I can come back and say how many trophies we won, how many have you won, they're like, what? I don't actually know. So it's like, I don't know where you're going with this. It's just these like statements, and that's social media. That's
Wasn't it
impacts.
Wasn't it last season or the season before when Man City only just took over our trophy count?
Yeah.
Yeah. Last season.
And people were like, everyone was like, "Oh my god, what?" Like,
Exactly.
so yeah, we have got trophies.
And I just think about these clubs that don't bother me. Do you know what I mean? They just don't enter my head because I just don't see them as a threat. But yet we seem to be on the tip of people's tongues all the time, and you just got to wonder why. Like if we're just so Spursy and we're so insignificant and we're so trophyless, why'd you give a fuck?
Yeah, I don't think about any other club. I don't care.
No.
I don't care. I don't waste my time. Honestly, I don't like. If we beat Arsenal, I'll make all the Arsenal fans at work do lines, which is always. I actually do that. I'll make them do lines. Head of IT.
Ooh, that sounds like a
So I can call him
nice
out.
place to work.
I can call him out. Evagoras when we beat you this season. So I watched the game with him when we tonked them 3-0. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen because we were at Chester's, which is a great sports pub in just before Limassol. It's fantastic, by the way. Okay, if you ever are in Limassol, go to Chester's. It's not cheap.
Will you take me there?
Yeah, I'll take you there.
Okay.
And it was full of Arsenal fans, and I was the only one. And what I did is, on purpose, I actually wore the full kit with the socks and everything, because I knew.
You're a full kit
I knew
wanker.
because I knew that.
And I was going to celebrate every single goal and slide across the floor and everything in that Spurs, and that's what I did. And they couldn't take it. You should have seen their faces. By the end, when it was 2-0, half of them had gone. I was sat there smoking 2 shishas at once, just enjoying. You know that bit in Lord of the Rings. I don't know if you remember Lord of the Rings, like right at the end in Return of the King, where they're just smoking the weed. And they're really enjoying the salted pork and the. Whatever. That's what it was like. And I was just so happy. Then I took the Spurs kit off. I was like, what's it called? You know what cowboys do with the lasso? I was like lassoing it and I was throwing it at them. Oh, it was fantastic. And I pictured all of this happening the day before. And that day, I thought, I'm going to do it. I saw it as like this little vision. I'm going to do it. I hope it works out. Because if it doesn't, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm miles away from home. And yeah, it worked out, and it was the greatest joy ever.
And so you lapped it all up.
I did, of course. And even after that game, the next day he went in, I made him do some lines. Spurs are the best team in the world. I made it in Tottenham 3, Arsenal 0.
Oh, not those kind of lines.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No. I'm old school. Yeah.
I'll back out.
Yeah. And yeah, that was it. Then I forgot about it. It was done. Do you know what I mean? I don't really care. Is George doing this? If he's not, just read it out.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to stop your spiel.
I enjoyed it though, very much so.
He said he can't at the moment as he's at work and the MD is in earshot. So I shall read the question. There was 2 questions. The first one is he assumes we're all Married at First Sight fans and just wants to know.
Yes.
Okay.
His missus has roped him into it, which is apparently his excuse. He has asked, what is Jack's hairline all about? But
oh my god, it's absolutely shocking. His Timu teeth. Oh my god.
wow.
Did you say Timu teeth?
He's got Timu teeth.
1 minute. Who's Jack?
I don't know. Jack
Right.
from Married at First Sight.
You have to do a Google.
Australia.
Yeah.
Jack. Man.
Just put
Jack
MAFS.
Mass 2024.
First Sight 2024. Jack. Oh,
He's such a weird man. He looks like a ferret.
what's going on with his hair?
There we go.
It looks like someone ironed his head and left it on, walked away, came back, and
Yeah.
Well, it's a very
And
wild hairline, isn't it?
he's
It like
very
starts halfway up his head.
Yeah.
he looks
Needs
very
to give up the
Australian.
ghost.
Is he Australian?
Yeah, it's the Australian
Australia.
one.
Oh, he looks very Aussie. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to all you Aussies out there. He looks like a caricature, I think.
He's too old for how he wants to look.
How old is he?
He looks mid-40s, approaching 50s.
Do you reckon?
No, he's younger than that.
Is he?
That's how he looks.
He must be younger. What, you think he's older?
Yeah.
I'll tell you how old he is. He is a 34. He's a year older than me.
34.
Yeah.
He is not aging well.
Anyway, I'm not interested in that
I can't
question
really
anymore.
Anyway.
No, obviously this is the second question, one we know him for, and I'll read you the Urban Dictionary definition of the word within it.
Okay.
He goes, it's probably best if you're not eating whilst I do this as well, so if you are eating, please stop.
No chance of that.
As a collective...
Downstairs.
shut up. As a collective, would you all go munting if it meant a Premier League title win?
Oh, I know what munting means.
Yes. Next question.
No, do you know what munting means?
To find and dig up a semi-decomposed corpse, one person then goes down on said corpse, whilst the other person jumps on a dead person's stomach, causing the juices and decomposed organs to be forced from all orifices. These are then drank by the person already connected to the corpse.
James, did you not read the WhatsApp with me and Johnny the other day? We call it down here, we call it a mungy queef.
I think you just called it another Friday night, but yeah, I mean,
I am the corpse.
I know of people who've done this, actually done it.
Should you have said that out loud?
No, I'm not going to say who they are, but I could tell you after we finish recording. That's one of
Christ.
That's one of what munting is.
That took a dark turn.
No, not really. I didn't do it. I just know that they did it.
He was there. He videoed it.
Was it Ted Bundy?
It was before they were. It was before there were mobile phones with cameras on it. Put it that way.
Wow.
Oh my word.
It was.
Well, I said yes with my chest, but I'm not sure now.
It was in the Exeter. Well, if you said it with your chest, doesn't really count. It was in the Exeter area. Just put it that way. In 1997.
In the Exeter area.
You might be able to find it
1997.
in some newspapers. Yes. That's all I'm going to say about that. And that's one of what munting is.
Okay, so what's the answer to your question?
It was also back then called muddy munting. M&M.
Oh.
That's what they used to call it. Yeah. I don't know if they still do.
Okay.
I'm surprised you all, haven't I? Look at that. I actually know something.
Wow.
Yeah. Real black beauty. Right, I don't know what the answer is.
I'd do it, but I'd be the stamper.
No, I would never do it, no.
I'd be the stamper if we were
For a
winning
Premier
the
League
title.
title.
That would be so Spursy of us, wouldn't it?
Stamping.
So James, you get your mouth down there and I'll stamp. And we'll get
I'm
it on
just-
the middle.
Depends who it
I'm
is.
just
Should we do it
revisiting-
with Maggie Thatcher? Go full Brexit for Queen of Country.
I'm just revisiting what George actually said. So what else can I ask?
Where did he
that's
say
on
this? How do
trend?
you see this? Well, I'm not seeing...
He sent
where
a
are you seeing
screenshot
it?
over.
From where? What? Where?
I'll put it in the
WhatsApp.
chat.
What he said is,
okay.
what else can I ask that's on trend with the pod? And then he's proceeded to ask that question. So now I'm just reevaluating my whole life. And then he did actually say that could actually be too far. I don't know if you can actually read that one out, and yet here we are debating it.
And I know... It was,
And you dropped a truth bomb as well.
it was 3 people who were involved.
Yeah, one was dead.
No,
What?
4.
What
What?
was surplus?
4. It was well, you could the dead corpse, and then they got caught when they were trying to do it again in the same night. Look it
Wow,
up.
the
You
fact
might be able to
you
find
gotta do
it.
it again.
You might be able to find
That's
it.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know
Wow.
what I'd type in to find it. I'm not sure I want
I
to.
think I might have found it.
Okay.
Can you send me the link?
Is that for the Wank Bank?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I would retract
I'm not
that
mentioned
right now.
because I had
From
nothing.
what I've just read, I would retract that.
I've nothing to do with it. It's just I was in the vicinity. I can't say more than that. I don't want to get into any trouble.
Yeah, the shovel.
Wow.
Yeah, the shovel.
I'll tell.
This just gets darker every week, doesn't it?
I'll tell you guys after we stop recording
Yeah, I think you better.
the whole story, and then I've got to go. All right, Hannah, over to you because you want to talk about the big R.
Over to me. So last week I did question the cognitive ability of our listeners and said that if you weren't able to leave us reviews, you must be disabled. And then after that, we did actually get loads of reviews. I don't know if everyone was like trying to prove a point or what, but either way, our reviews have gone up. But yeah, Spotify went out 31 reviews, guys. On Apple Podcasts, you can actually write little reviews as well. And I think it would be really fun if people did that. And we could
It'll just
read
be
some more.
Desperate old men.
We could
Just-
we
George
could
has written one.
we could read out the is he? You know,
Yeah.
I can't see what people have written. I don't know.
The fact that
why.
I know it's him, like, it's so obvious.
Well, which
I can read them
one?
out. I can read them out.
Oh, go on. Is there any good ones?
So we've got one here. I listen to 3 Tottenham podcasts on a weekly basis, and I'm a lifelong Spurs fan. I now listen to 4. Great pod, great banter. Keep up the good work. Thank
Who's that
you very
from?
much, Stu Hacker.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
cheers, too.
We've got another one. Well worth a listen. Good banter throughout, and have some solid views on Spurs. I don't know about that one.
That's aimed at me.
That's questionable. And then, George, I know it's you, babe, even though you called yourself something else. Fish fingers in Tottenham, what more could you want in life?
That's actually
I love
Captain
it.
Birdseye himself.
Send me some chicken dippers, babe. That's all I eat. Yeah, so, yeah. It'd be cool if we had some more.
It would be lovely. And
It would.
it'd be even better when we get your mic to work properly.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. I don't know
It's
what
not
to
your
tell you.
fault. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I mean,
Thank
Lost
you
for
for
words, as I
participating,
say.
Hannah.
thank you for participating, Hannah.
No, you're welcome.
Anytime. Say goodbye, Hannah.
Love you, bye.
Bye, Josh.
Goodbye, all.
Bye, Dodge.
Bye, all.
Bye for me, bye.